Hello and what is going on, guys? Tomcat here, and in today's video we are back in Spin Tires on a new map called Whisky Ranch. Now this map, as you can see, is massive, absolutely huge. This map is gigantic, and it's based on a trail network which goes through rolling hills, woodland area, and maybe some light rock crawling. I'm not sure. I haven't looked into that yet, but it looks like we've got some major slanted roads right here that might be a little bit challenging. And it also looks like over here we may have a few rocks to deal with and some drop-offs as well. And that area, it might be a rock crawling area, but at the same time it might just be jagged rocks that you can't even drive through. So, oh, that looks fun. That's right outside what the hell? That's like right there. Hold on. You can't see when you're, whoa, I see it right there. So anyway, we've got a Suburban. We've got a Unimog, and we've got a UAZ, which is a modified UAZ, or at least a modifiable UAZ. You've got pretty much, oh god, all the zoom as well. You got pretty much anything you would want for a UAZ, including, let's see, we've got, the default ones we've got, those which are alright, these which are terrible, and so these are going to be the ones we're going to use. The only thing is, not really a lot of lift to it. Okay, flares, wait, or big. Yes, I'll take those, please. I'm not going to use the fender flares, because I'm not actually too big on fender flares unless you, off-road, unless you really need them. Like, on a road car, yes. On off-road, dim out, what's that? Oh, that's hilarious. Engine heater, that's for if you're on a snowy map. Let's see, garage pump with trailer, power bumper, no, garage kit, no, spare tire, yes, let's see, don't really need a cover for it, I don't think, taillight protection, we could do with that, because it just looks kind of cool, and the flares, no, spare tire, we've already got that, and I think I'm ready to go ahead and take off in this thing. Now, we're going to take multiple different routes, and before we go any further, I am turning the motion blur off, because, to be honest, I don't really like it in Spin Tires. I mean, you guys that follow my channel will know that I'm not a big motion blur fan, especially in this game. I don't know if we can get through here with this, honestly. I think we may have to use the Unimog for this. There's a way down over there that's like a trail of sorts, but this, holy cow, I'm trying to look ahead and see. I mean, we're crawling through it, but I'm not sure if it actually, it looks like, oh, okay, so it does keep going like a little bit of a trail. It goes down through the middle. We've already got a little bit of damage. I'm trying not to flip right by the garage. That was actually not too bad. Oh god, this is an abyss. Can we even get out? This is a challenge. This is hard. Like, right after you get to the garage, it throws you into, like, ridiculous death and doom and misery. Not really, but I'm gonna go ahead and go to the fuel stop and see, and fuel up and see what kind of path I can take from over there, because to be brutally honest, I don't think this thing is quite up to the task of extreme rock crawling, because it doesn't have the most flex, and it's pretty, like, it's moderate off-road. It's not, like, hardcore crazy. Only got 80 liters in the tank, so that's not a ton, but I don't think this thing is going to go through it all that fast anyway, so. Oh, you... Really? Okay, I'm not too pleased with that. Okay, now we can disconnect that winch, and it'll be alright. So, let us continue on. This is a treacherous trek. I'm curious as to see if it, like, oh god. You even come close to sliding off that edge, and you're doomed. You are utterly doomed. I'm just trying to stay very, very close to the inside edge and just be careful right now. And we can go back into automatic. You don't really see many maps with, like, pebbles scattered throughout the road. That's kind of different. And I gotta admit, this thing's got some nice flex. It's not a crawler, but it's got some really nice flex to it. I got a nice little side trail over there. Oh, these are some nice adventure trails. These are some really nice adventure trails to test out the suspension of a vehicle, to test out just the way the vehicle drives, to make sure you've got a vehicle set up properly. This map is nice already. I'm already giving some really high praise to this map because it honestly deserves it. It's a great map. And I know I haven't played it much, but I can already tell you that it's a great map from what I've already seen. Right at the top of low 2 works great for crawling this trail. Gets a little steep in a second, but nothing I don't think it's anything that this thing can't handle. Not going to go around the left because the left is really damn steep. Come on. Oh, come on. Alright, here's what we're going to do. We're going to see if we can round this edge. And, sort of. Oh, yeah, there we go. Didn't think it was going to quite make that line, but I was proven wrong, happily. Have to change up our line again. There we go. It's all about line with this trail and this vehicle. It's actually quite realistic in that fact, because if there's certain ways you just can't take. There! That little bump of speed helped a lot, like a hell of a lot. Ooh! It made a little progress. Just a little bit, though. Oh, dang it. Just a little bit, though. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Oh, come on! Get some traction, please. Alright, I'm not going to stay there forever. I feel like if we kept trying to change up that line little bit by little, we could make it. But I'm just going to go ahead and give it a little bit of a winch. But like I said, dude, this trail is awesome. I love it. I absolutely love it. It's challenging. It's challenging for vehicles like this, and it's also kind of varied, actually. I'm going to go ahead and winch the rest of this hill so we can try and see some of the other parts of the map. Like, if I'm doing a multiplayer adventure, then I'll try to use winches as little as possible. But if I'm trying to show you guys a map, I don't mind winching. So, that is why we're using the winches. Climb over the rock, not bad. Whoa, this gets a little bit rocky. And tricky. Oh god, we've high-centered. Yep, our UAZ's high-centered. Not anymore! Well, a little bit of two-wheel action back there. Not too much, but a little bit. So this connects to another road, which you could actually go either way. Not really road, but trail. You could go either way on. Which is really cool how they've got this network set up. Like I said before, the network that they have is awesome. Head over this way real quick. Look at that boulder. That is a hell of a boulder. We're going to actually switch it up to the Unimog and see what this thing can do. Let's see. Mud. No. Utility. Cabin protection. Let's just give the utility. And let's just set off in this direction. Let's see how the Unimog does. Now, it's not a trail rig per se. It's more of a like an overlanding truck, but at the same time, a lot of people would argue that the Unimog was the original trail rig. But really and truly, it's a different thing than, say, an old Jeep or an old Land Rover or an old Land Cruiser. They're very different types of vehicles. The Unimog is very much more truck-like, and in that sense, it gives it a lot different of a personality. Needless to say, though, it's doing quite well. The suspension flex is very good for a vehicle of this size. The grip is good, and the torque is very nice as well, the torque of this diesel engine. Low 3 does really well crawling up these trails. Again, a very realistic build of a vehicle. Very realistic performance as well. Come on, there, it found traction. Once it finds traction, it goes, but at the same time, you have to try to find that traction before it'll go anywhere. Oh, that road dips off at the side. That's nasty. Gonna have to take a far inside line. And look at that lean on the suspension. That lean. Oh god, anybody that's been in the Forza YouTube community for a long time will know exactly what dat lean means and who started it. But don't worry if you don't know what it means. A friend of mine came up with it a long time ago, like 3 years or something ago, and it's kind of stuck ever since. We've kind of gone away from it, but yeah, I still call out dat lean if I see it. Oh god. That rock is strategically placed, so it makes it difficult to go that way. We can make it. Yeah, we can make it. It looked a lot scarier than it actually was. Although that would be a little bit of a scary spot if that was on a real trail. A little opportunity to test out the flex. Climbing and flexing. Like, it slows down when it gets to an obstacle, but it doesn't stop. This thing does not stop. It just, you give the tires a second to grip up, and then once they're good, once they've got grip, then they're right on their way. That was some nice flex back there for this thing. So we've seen a bit of the performance of the Unimog. Now, without any further ado, let's see what the Suburban can do. Alright, winch and bumper. Hold on. Yeah, okay, I was hoping that it was like... And another tire. Alright, let's go back this way this time. Because there's so many different paths and different trails. You can go whichever way you want. We've got 3 vehicles, but we've got them on all different trails at the moment. This is a little bit louder than both of the others. And a little bit bouncier. Let's just put it in low so it doesn't destroy itself. Now, it doesn't have quite as much lift as the others, which is going to be a little bit of an issue, I can assume. But at the same time, the long wheelbase may help, but I feel like the lack of lift is going to be our biggest issue here. We're not going to spend a lot of time in this vehicle because I want to keep this video relatively, you know, mid-length. But at the same time, I definitely want to come back here and do some suburban adventuring. It's got good grip, though. I'm actually not, I'm not quite believing the level of grip that I'm getting out of this thing right now. Grips up like the Unimog does. It's insane. See how high is. It's actually not that high. It's more of a hill climbing gear. Automatic is where it really starts to pick up speed. Oh, jeez. This could run that figure 8 track. Oh, God. Yeah, this thing is crazy. It could run the figure 8 track. But that's going to be it for this little test of these 3 vehicles on this map. There's so much more of this map to see, which I'm going to hopefully explore with Jeep Guy and that racing game guy at some point soon. But if you guys did enjoy the video, don't forget to hit that like button. Tell me in the comment section down below what you guys thought of it. And if you're new to my channel, don't forget to subscribe for more. And I will see you guys in the next one. Talk to you guys later and hope you guys enjoyed.